This is a big goof.
Yeah, please do that.
I was a producer at NBC News, and I was assigned a story about how to make your home less toxic, and I didn't know anything about it, and I learned that many of the chemicals that we use inside our home and the products are not tested for their safety. I was shocked and unnerved about it, and this becomes our next documentary.
What was really surprising to us is the realization that these chemicals aren't regulated. And when Dana first brought the idea to me, I just couldn't believe that that was the case, that in our country we have chemicals on store shelves that haven't been tested for their safety. It's just kind of an unbelievable statement. So that's what stood out to me at the beginning.
The strategies and tactics that have been used by industry were the same for tobacco until today. And so these are the same things that are used over and over. And it's time that we kind of come to the realization that this is happening for almost a century now.
Of all the different products that you come across and everything, what do you think is the most harmful thing that is least publicized right now?
BPA in cans is one that sticks out to me.
Yes,
that we knew about maybe baby bottles and other plastic things, but knowing that it's in the can liner of virtually anything that you can buy on a store shelf, it's pretty surprising.
I think the chemical triclosan is something that I really am worried about. It's in pretty much anything that's called antibacterial. And I think we're in a society that we want everything to be antibacterial. And that, I think people think that that's good for you. But if triclosan's in it, it is not good for you.
So sometimes with these films about the chemicals and everything, it's like, okay, what do I do? Do I get into a plastic bubble and do I seal myself up and grow my own stuff? So what are practical tips for people after watching this that they can do?
Well, I'm so excited you asked that because today we launched the beta version of our website, which has products that have been vetted by our advisory board of doctors, green scientists, and people who are working in this field. That have green products and non-toxic products that we can all buy, and that you can go directly to the sites to buy them. And so we think consumer action is really the way to make change on this. And every day, every week, we all go to the store and we buy stuff for ourselves, for our families, and that's the way to make the change.
I heard from just the grapevine that someone kind of famous narrates this human experiment. So how did you get Sean Penn involved in this whole cause and movie?
We were fortunate to meet Sean a few years ago here in Marin through a mutual friend we had, and he helped us with our first film, which was called Witch Hunt, and then I guess liked us enough to come back again for Love, Hate, Love, and then when we started to come up with a concept for the human experiment, we went to him and kind of presented, here's what we'd like to do. Would you be a part of it? Would you give us a hand? Would you be a mentor to us? And he said yes. So for some reason, he keeps saying yes, and we're going to keep going back.
So it's called him a mentor as well. What's the best advice he's given to you?
He told us to put grass and reeds in our last document. What was the most?
He said make it less like photography and more from the heart. A lot of things like that are more about maybe a feeling than a specific, put that shot there, put that shot there.
So be authentic, really.
Which is hard for Don.
This is my Stark Insider tip.
Okay. Well, thank you, Don.